Jerry Furst, Traders Education Network, with a trade log update with trade setups and high probability chart patterns, April 2nd, 2014. Go ahead and pause this video and read it, and then if you agree, continue. So this is traderseducationnetwork.com, and if you were an attendee of the workshop, you'll understand the high probability chart patterns, which are one of the first steps of finding potential trades to put the probabilities in your favor. And this was not only the curriculum, but also part of the step-by-step processes. So the concept was how to determine price targets for entries and exits. First step being identifying stocks or ETFs to trade in or invest with. Step-by-step processes and checklists. Using technical analysis, basic to advanced techniques were explained, and one of the first steps there, high probability chart patterns. So let's go ahead and you can read the rest of this for review, but here are several charts that were sent in as part of the follow-up from one of the students, Trader Russ, who took the course in March, and he went ahead and said, Jerry, I'm sending you a bunch of screenshots for these trades, setups, and high probability chart patterns. Tell me what you think. And Trader Russ has done a great job. Take a look at this. FNF, this is the weekly chart. This was done with freestockcharts.com as explained in the workshop. And can you identify the high probability pattern at the right edge of the chart, let alone maybe the entire chart? This is a weekly chart, so it doesn't matter if you're looking at this a couple of days later or even a couple of weeks later. This pattern may be playing itself out for quite a long time. And if that's not enough for you, take a look at Double D, DuPont, Dow Component. This is a monthly chart. Can you identify the high probability chart pattern on this frame? And whether you have a job and you're only investing for the long run, this chart may play itself out for 6 months or a year. This chart goes all the way out to 2005 is where I'm identifying this pattern. Can you identify it? I'll give you guys a hint on this one. If we go ahead and just draw a trend line right here, we've got our shoulder, head, and shoulder pattern. And not only that though, we also have a triangle pattern at the right edge. And for those of you who took the course, you know that there's ways to measure these patterns. And right now we've broken through the neckline and we're on a trajectory higher for DuPont. That's one trade setup that you might want to look at. Lots of different potential trades just on that chart alone for months, if not years to come. How's about Coca-Cola? Can you identify the chart pattern here? This again, a weekly chart. Setting up over here. How about MJN? Again, a weekly chart. Take a look at this triangle pattern that Russ identified. We have not only a well-defined support resistance lines, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different touches of the support resistance line. This chart is coiled up like a snake, ready to go ahead and break to the upside, or it could break down to the downside. I'm not here to go ahead and tell you what to trade. I'm here for you to help determine your price targets and your support resistance levels and your stop loss targets. Come to the meeting at the end of the month, Tuesday, April 29th, North Miami, and Wednesday, April 30th in Delray Beach. We'll talk about entry and exits. These charts will be shown, and some of them may be entered into trades, and some of them may still be waiting to be set up. Let's go ahead and move forward. How about the BEAV, BEAV, Aerospace? Can you identify the high probability chart pattern at the right edge over here? For those of you who took the course, this one, there's a lot of data here, and you can even see you've got this cup and handle pattern that worked actually quite nicely once price broke above this second pivot point, and now it's gone up. But right over here, we have a double top. We have a nice run to the upside with a midpoint here. And for those of you who took the course, you know what pattern may be setting up here, where to put your stops to get into the trade, and where to put your price targets to potentially get out of the trade. How about Oxy? Let me go ahead and erase those lines. Once again, I'll go ahead and I'll draw these lines too for you. How about, do we have a triangle pattern that actually has a beautiful supporting trend line going all the way back to here, and then another supporting line back here? Do we have potentially another pattern setting up over here at the right edge? And I'll clear this off so you can look at that a little closer. And another pattern that I didn't really get into during the course of the presentation. If you come to the April meeting and can identify this chart pattern, you'll get a prize. But this is JP Morgan. Notice we did have a double bottom. JP Morgan is under pressure, but it's still gaining ground to the upside. Is that going to play itself out? The question that came to me was, with all of this bad news about JP Morgan, is this a viable shorting opportunity? You guys tell me. Go ahead and email me if you want, Jerry Furst at traderseducationnetwork.com, and let me know how your studying is coming along. If you did not take the workshop, go ahead and, if you're interested, I do private coaching and mentoring, and I do my workshop maybe 2 or 3 times a year. Fill out this survey form. You'll get a 30-minute consultation with me, and love to hear from you. Love to talk to traders after market hours. Again, Jerry Furst, traderseducationnetwork.com. Good trading, everybody. Bye-bye.